Assalamu alaikum, I'm Aisha and you're watching Samar News. Here are today's headlines. President Donald Trump has posted a Christmas message on social media mixing holiday greetings with political attacks. Writing on Truth Social, Trump criticized political opponents while highlighting economic growth, stock market gains, tariffs, and what he called renewed global respect for the United States. Pope Leo has decried conditions for Palestinians in Gaza in his Christmas sermon, in an unusually direct appeal during what is normally a solemn spiritual service on the day Christians across the globe celebrate the birth of Jesus. Leo said the story of Jesus being born in a stable showed that God had pitched his fragile tent among the people of the world. In Thursday's service, with thousands in St. Peter's Basilica, Leo also lamented conditions for the homeless across the globe and the destruction caused by the wars roiling the world. Turkish authorities claim to have arrested 115 suspected Islamic State members accused of planning attacks during Christmas and New Year celebrations. Prosecutors said police raids across Istanbul targeted plots aimed particularly at non-Muslims, with weapons and ammunition seized. Bangladesh Nationalist Party acting chairman Tariq Rahman has returned home after nearly 17 years in exile, drawing massive crowds in Dhaka. The BNP hopes his return will energise supporters ahead of February elections, seen as critical to restoring political stability under an interim government. The White House has directed US military forces to concentrate almost exclusively on interdicting Venezuelan oil for at least the next 2 months. A US official said that while military measures remain possible, the current strategy is to leverage sanctions and economic tools to compel Venezuelan President Nicolas Maduro to make concessions. President Donald Trump has privately urged Maduro to step down, warning that Venezuela could face an economic calamity by late January if the government does not comply with US demands. The Kremlin says it is analysing documents on ending the war in Ukraine, delivered from the United States by Special Envoy Kirill Dmitriev. Earlier, Russian Foreign Ministry spokeswoman Maria Zakharova said peace talks with the United States on Ukraine are making slow but steady progress. She accused Western European countries of trying to undermine the negotiations and urged Washington to counter such efforts. In the same presser, she said the United States was reviving piracy by blockading Venezuela in the Caribbean Sea and hoped President Trump's pragmatism would help prevent further escalation. North Korea's Kim Jong-un has sharply criticised a new nuclear submarine agreement between the United States and South Korea, calling it a direct threat to regional security. The comments came as Kim inspected a domestic submarine facility and oversaw missile tests. According to North Korean state media KCNA, Kim described the deal as an offensive act severely violating Pyongyang's security and maritime sovereignty. Kim also oversaw the successful test firing of a new high-altitude, long-range anti-air missile into the Sea of Japan. A helicopter has crashed on Tanzania's Mount Kilimanjaro, killing 5 people. Tanzania Civil Aviation Authority said in a statement that the helicopter crashed near the mountain's Barafu camp. Media reports, citing Kilimanjaro region's head of police, reported that the helicopter was on a medical rescue mission. They claimed that among the dead were a guide, a doctor, the pilot, and 2 foreign tourists, without giving the tourists' nationalities. China has accused the US of distorting its defense policy in an effort to thwart an improvement in China-India ties. Foreign Ministry spokesperson Lin Jian said China views its ties with India from a strategic and long-term perspective, adding that the border issue was a matter between China and India, and "we object to any country passing judgment about this issue." At least 5 worshippers have been killed and 35 others injured when a suspected suicide bomber detonated an explosive inside a mosque in Maiduguri, the capital of Nigeria's Borno state, during evening prayers. No group has claimed responsibility for the attack. The blast at the Al Adam Mosque occurred as congregants gathered for evening worship. The US Justice Department has found more than 1 million more documents potentially tied to convicted sex offender Jeffrey Epstein, delaying a full release for weeks while officials redact details to protect victims. In a message shared on social media, the Justice Department said more than 1 million additional documents potentially related to Epstein had been uncovered by the FBI and the US Attorney's Office in Manhattan, without elaborating on when or how the documents were found. Countries including Britain, Canada, Germany and others have condemned the Israeli Security Cabinet's approval of 19 new settlements in the occupied West Bank, saying they violated international law and risked fueling instability. A joint statement released by Britain, Belgium, Denmark, France, Italy, Iceland, Ireland, Japan, Malta, the Netherlands, Norway and Spain read that they called on Israel to reverse this decision, as well as the expansion of settlements. Israeli Foreign Minister Gideon Saar rejected the statement in an X post, saying the decision aimed to help address security threats faced by Israel. That's all for now. For more updates, visit www.samar.tv. Thank you for watching Samar News.